Monday morning. Indeed. Let's get over in this Discord. All right. So how goes it? What are y'all doing? Drinking coffee? This desk set up. I think I sat around and watched football all day yesterday. Didn't do a damn thing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see. A little chilly too. A little chilly this morning. Let's see here. First thing I'm going to do, let's get a chart. Let's see what SPY doing. Down a little bit pre-market. Not much. Let's see what Dixie's doing. No, Bitcoin just running right now. Of course, that's what Bitcoin does. It runs. Let's see. Where's this dollar? Okay. Here's this new weekly range for the dollar. Already been tested. So we found a little support. Let's see if these bears can push this thing down. Let's see if the bears can push this down. My gut tells me dollar possibly going to go on a run here. Let me see. I haven't even looked at any charts. Haven't even looked at them. Took the weekend off. Let's see. Pop this on traditional. Let's go. Dixie. Okay. I got you. A little bit of bull div, huh? A little bit of bull div on the 4 hour? Yes. Indeed. 4 hour candles don't look too bad. Really, UPM? First chart of the day. You're not going to populate, huh? Of course. Let's go back. Come on now. Give me some love. So let's see what this thing's setting up. I mean, oof. We get a little bit higher. We get a higher high from over there. It's going to be setting up some hidden bear. Hidden bear. Let's see here. Got the 4 hour, huh? This UPM. Oof. All right. Pulled back, test the 9 log MA. Yeah, after that dollar pump, it pretty much just went sideways, right? We talked about this last week. It was just running on the 4 hour reverse wave trend, sending wicks down into it, popped right off, going sideways once again, right back into the power mean band. Like I said, we got 2 wicks down into the 9 log MA. Is that enough? What's going on with the volatility? Oh boy, pretty low on the 4 hour. Pretty low. Everything's negatively correlated. Volatility's trying to expand on the low time frame, or I mean on the low length. The higher length, the 2400 is, man, it looks like it's expanding just a little bit negative. Yeah, a little bit of expansion negative. Where the 981 is pretty much all the way contracted, negatively correlated. So you got the mix of 3 different reads here. Yeah, we'll have to come back to 4 hour after this first 4 hour close that we're going to get in about 2 hours, I believe. Yeah, yep. Oh no, hell, dollar just got a new 4 hour. What the heck? Okay. So we'll get a 4 hour candle, half hour before traditional markets do. Gotcha. Let me see here. Let's look on this daily. Where are you running, dollar? Good Lord. Setting up some bear div on the daily. 30 length Z scores down. Let's see. Volatility's contracting, negatively correlated. 981, of course, is expanding positive. Or no, that's 981 expanding positive. 2400 contracting negative. Jeez, man. On the daily here, dollar says up. Dollar says up. So let me go back to this 4 hour now. Wait a minute. One more time. Look at that power mean again. Yeah, okay. Got it. Logged in the data bank. Yeah, considering this returns oscillator is above the zero mean. Let's see here. Going into a random walk. Down in these low time frames here. was a 90 minutes. Yeah, we set up a little hidden bull right there. Bam, it just popped. Okay. Shannon Entropy percentile. Man, it's cold this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Cover my bald head up. You people that have hair, you warm-headed freaks. Oh, boy. So the 90 minute. Hello, little friend. Everything's positively correlated on the 90 minute. Contracting on the low length. The other two are trying to expand here. Having an outlier at the top side. Look, we're sending wicks in the top side of the power mean band. This thing's either going to break loose out of this 90 minute or come back down and test the wave trend. How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? Let's see the 45. We doing? Sets going sideways. Let's see. Volatility. Okay, so low length contracting negative, 981, expanding negative, 2400 contracting negative. There is not one volatility read yet that isn't conflicted. It's all good. This is what I'm talking about on the 90, right? Yeah. You're either going to break loose. You're going to break loose out of the top side of this power mean band, start to get this thing spread out. Look what happened last time, right? We are above reverse wave trend. Been testing it. Everything I see so far on Dixie is look out. This thing could go. And Bitcoin's running too. Bitcoin and Dixie are probably correlated. No div. No div down here in the 33 minute. Let's let this power mean band populate. Although this is a time frame there really doesn't like. You must respect my 33 minute time frame. You must respect the 33 minute time frame. Okay, yeah, man, I'm telling you, dollars is starting to look a little bullish to me here. This is a setup for a nice little pump. Just found support on the reverse Fisher. Hilarious. Reminds me of Stratton Oakmont. I watched Wolf of Wall Street last night. Oh, God. Movie you just laugh nonstop. What a riot. Especially when they're sitting around doing all the lewds. Just a riot. Donnie has his moment with, God, what's the shoe company? Can't remember. Pretty funny. I went to high school with him. Oh, boy. What a riot. Margot Robbie. Man, she looked hot in that movie, didn't she? Woo! Let's go. Yeah, so this 33 minute time frame. This thing's revving up right now. This power mean band is so tight. So tight. Good Lord. Is it all three? Well, you've got the 99 log MA. It's sloping down a little bit, but the 9 and 33, they're revved up. I mean, look at the wave trend and Fisher interaction here. Look what we're getting. Interesting. Just got that wick down. About the 15. 15 minute was trending to the top size and pulling back. Going into a random walk. Prediction model hasn't flipped. And all the volatility is still expanding. Well, the low length's already at 100 percentile. Pull this back a little bit. Yeah, the bear div. Okay. Yeah, and you were looking at 15 minute, huh? And just like I said on that, 30, 33, 45, 90, this thing doesn't take off. You could definitely see this thing pull back. I mean, it's not far, right? This wave trend looks like it's wanting to get tested again right now. Maybe the 9 log MA too. Starting to have a little outlier to the downside. But yeah, these volatility reads. Something's got to give. Give. All the way down to the 9 minute now. Yeah, there's bear div on these low time frames. There is bear div. Erratic Z-scores. You're down right now on the 9 minute. You just hit the 95 for Laplace. It's looking like the 99.7 is probably right here. Look at the cross we're getting ready to get on the low time frame. Is this wave trend going to cross up Fisher? That's what you want. You want the power mean band, all the log MAs, reverse wave trend across that Fisher. You already got part of the top side of the power mean band and the 9 log MA up above it. That could give some support to keep this data set up above. Are these low time frames going to dictate the intraday on Dixie? Damn sure could. You get below all this. What do we got? That's enough of that. Okay, did a little run on Dixie. We'll wait until the market's open now. Let me see here. Let's go over and take a peek at. We know something's running. Hello, Bitcoin. Hello, sweetie. How are you? How you doing? Got a new week? Yeah, we'll check you out. Let's run a little workflow. Let's see what you're up to. Weekly time frame. Oh, variance turning up. Positively correlated. Are we back up above a wave trend on the weekly? Indeed. Up above the 99 log MA. Reverse wave trend. 33 log MA. Here's the 9 up here at about 28K. There's that old Fisher. Don't think this next run on the top side. I mean, this bad boy could hit the Fisher. 34, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. On the weekly, the volatility is low, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin definitely has a move coming. Let's see. I mean, the 2400 is literally what, at 2.5. Then you got the 981 at a 6.17 grade at a 7.66, and the 525 read at a 12. Shannon entropy percentile is at this 2ST band. This is nothing more than a random walk. I do like the way this weekly looks, though. Boy, they were dumping that thing down below. That could easily, and this is what I was even talking about it. I was talking about this the low 23 number coming in the end of last week. That's what the bulls need to do. Need to pick this thing up, which they have. And you're getting ready to set up some hidden bear. So you got to get moving, bulls. Wake up. Let's go. I mean, variance is starting to expand. It is positively correlated. The volatility is ripe for some expansion. Okay. Let me see here. There's no hidden bull or bull div or anything. This little pop is it's not bull div. Like I said, it could set up this hidden bear. Let's go down through here. I'm gonna skip the 5-day and go to the 3. 3-day looks good. 3-day's having an outlier, and it's in a random walk. Woof! The volatility reads are all positively correlated. Come on, Bitcoin. So on the 3-day, you're just coming up right now. Look what you're testing, that reverse wave trend. We're on it right now. Let's see this 3-day candle. When this baby open? On 16th, 18th. Okay, today. Get a new 3-day candle to close the day. Can it close above? Let's see here. 27,360. That's reverse wave trend. All right, just barely below, 27,338. We're above it right now by about 20 bucks. Not a lot. Feel a lot better if you got up above this 33 log MA, because you are above wave trend and the 99 right now. That's tough. Good job, Bitcoin bulls. Let's see on this 3-day. We can drop this back into trend without this prediction model flipping again. Let me see here. I love the outlier, but you are setting up some hidden divergences, right? Hidden div on the 3-day at the 99 log MA and reverse wave trend. You know what? If I was in a Bitcoin long right now, hey, if I'm just stacking sats, I'm stacking sats. I don't care what the price of Bitcoin is. If I'm in a Bitcoin long right now, I'm taking my profit. Yes, I would be. 100%. I'm not in a Bitcoin long though, but I know a lot of people are. I would be taking profit if I was in that gang. Indeed.
My Bitcoin's so long, I can feel it a mile away.
I feel my Bitcoin growing.
I feel it in the futures.
And I looked at the VRE earlier, and I was just like, "Oh, go Bitcoin!" Whee!
Dude, that intersect on the daily, on the 8-hour, on the 4-hour. I mean, just all over the place.
Yep.
So called it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
obvious, like, to the mathematicals.
All you mathematicians, Let's
That's
see here.
right. All the mashed tomatoes.
All the mashed potatoes out there. Listen up.
That's right. Ride this gravy train with your mashed potatoes.
Yep. Didn't close a candle below the 4 hour. The first 4 hour 1SD found support down there. Actually, look, first thing you're going to notice, tight daily range. What do tight daily ranges mean? Trend. Are we trending? Oh, yeah. Low time frames, especially. That baby's definitely trending. Got up above the 68.3, started using that as support, and just ran through these 4 hour distributions. That last 4 hour candle, good Lord, almost a 4 standard deviation run. So you get up above the 99.7 Laplace right before the close, it pulls back. Right? Of course. There was a 0.03% chance during that 4 hour candle this was going to close up here. And that was at the daily 95.4, right? 4 hour 99.7, daily 95.4. What's that?
Yeah, it literally was a 4 Laplace distribution run.
Woo! Power move.
I mean, it went from the 1 Laplace below up to the 3 Laplace above. And on the normal right there, which happened to be right there. I mean,
Yep.
It's crazy. Like a sick move.
There's a lot of people out there that do use the distribution, only use like normal distribution, 3 standard deviations. This is why I throw 5, and we use Laplace distribution because the fat tails on Laplace distribution can handle this volatility of crypto. Faux show.
Yeah. And if you took your profit at that high in the last candle, you're just fine. Doesn't matter if you missed this little itty bitty bit on this one candle, which, okay, was a nice percent also, but like, dude, if you got 3% or whatever, like, what you complaining about?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And I'm sure that there was enough trend going on the entropy indicator. I would have probably been taking profit at the center of the monthly range, not going to lie.
Yeah, without greed, yeah.
Probably front run it. Probably take it at the 1SD on the daily. I mean, 95.4 Laplace on the daily. I mean, God, there's so many. Bing, 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 bing. There's so many areas of profit. You're running up through these 4 hour distributions. If you really trade the distribution, you're not even waiting to there. You're probably in and out of this trade a couple times. I mean, you're not going to just put aside these 4 hour distributions. I mean, it did. It ran all the way to the above the 99.7 towards the 4 standard deviation, but pulled back right before the close. There was literally.
I mean, you could argue on, okay, it's trending now on the 4 hour candle, but like the last candle technically on the 4 hour wasn't in trend. So on the 15-minute, you would have gotten out actually when it was right around, what was it, 27.2 and change, right before it pulled back for a candle before continuing. That was the place to take it if you were scalping on 15-minute, right, 27.225. That was the place to take it out, right? Because that's when the trend started to end. It was still trending, but it was starting to like fade a little. So you could take it out there and reload for a new position.
Right.
But now like on the 15-minute, right? Like it's back in random walk, basically. So like, why would you be in that unless you want to trade the random walk?
Right. Just got a little message. Yep. Hello, Pradum, something like that. Yeah, intraday for the win, man. Intraday for the win. For sure. I mean, we got a lot of swing traders out there. All the power to you.
Bubba.
Yo.
Back down to the new weekly print, baby. This is Bitcoin.
What?
Check the untouched new weekly print, bro. Oh, damn. All the way down there.
All the way down here?
Lower.
Dude, you made a run.
Dots at the bottom.
This thing does not have to come all the way back down here. I mean, you ran that wick. I mean, we're talking, let's see, the wick went to what, 26,407. We're talking 26,330. If we're talking about a weekly range, that is well within my percentages of being tested. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Man. But I look at that as a test.
I'm keen for 26,115 for like Wednesday. Maybe Tuesday evening.
Oh, we'll see. Tell you what, if the dollar doesn't gain some strength, I don't know, man. I don't know. I do not know. Oh, what's Solana doing? Solana's almost back $20. Link, huh?
Hey, fun fact: this is the 150th live stream that Alpha Trading has done on TradingView.
Number 150, huh? Nice.
Number 150.
Number 150. Looks like Chainlink's running. Chainlink's up what? 10.5%. Good for Chainlink. Good for Chainlink indeed. I mean, you're up here at the weekly too. This is the thing. You run up and you're on top of the first resistance level on the weekly. Let's see what happens up here. Let's see. Here's the daily 95.4 Laplace. All right, so we already know what the distribution levels. We already know that there's a pull back to the downside. That'll show the strength of Bitcoin by the close today. We're gonna have to let this play out because it is, man. When you're up above the daily 95.4, there's a 95.4% chance Bitcoin's going to close inside 27,232. So let's let it play out. There's still a 4.6% chance it says it doesn't. But if you're a man that runs with the probabilities, right? Interesting. You know where I'm going with this, right?
Or a woman that runs with the probabilities.
Yeah. So at that point, right, you got to go over here. Let me see. Yeah, look at this. Whee! Look at this massive in the future. Look at these RMLRs. There's a massive range here. 31. We looked at this too yesterday or Friday, I think. Almost a 10K range. Almost a 10K range. That's on a 3-day. Let me look at this weekly right now. Do your thing. Let me see. Yeah, they're both above. Where's this power mean at? Let's see. 33 power mean. Yeah, 28. A little over 28K. We just, where was that? 28K. Where was that? Remember what time frame was that, ladies and gentlemen? Where I was talking about 28K. Go over here on this daily. Was it on? Is it on the weekly? Give me a second here. I'll find it. Yeah, that 9 log MA. 9 log MA on the weekly. Okay. Gotcha. 9 log MA. That is the 33 power mean on the weekly. Okay. Got you. Like he was talking about that cross on the daily. Let me see something here. Where is the low length? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right there, man. Had a crossover. Little pullback right to it, too. You know, wick, and then pop. There's the 2SD on the daily up there at about 27,584. Be a bit surprised if it shoots up there real quick. Here's the 4-hour. You're right at the 2SD band. Is that the low length? Hold on here. No. Yeah. So you literally ran to the 4-hour 95.4 Laplace, pulled back inside first standard deviation, and the 2SD band around the RMLR. What do we got down here? 26.7. Okay. That's more likely, probably. Especially if this thing stays bullish. I like the future projection here. Although I'm getting a funny little read. Let me save this. Getting a little bit of a data feeder. Let me reload this chart. There we go. Why is it giving the 30 a weird read? It's all good. Because if you know how this is built, that's what's great about this indicator. You can turn off future projection if you really understand the indicator, because you know exactly where the future projection is going. Am I right, Yasha?
Absolutely.
And it's very easy too. Once you get in the rhythm, you understand. You'll know exactly what it's gonna do on the next candle. How? The price action is dictating it. The future mean of log returns. I'll just say that.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, we have a whole thing on that available for people in the Discord.
Yeah. Sure do.
Subscribers to our indicators get all that information.
Yeah, look at this 90-minute. Wow. I'm not going to lie,
And
man. This looks a little bullish here. Then keep this baby up. Now, is this thing going to mean revert? Is it just going to go sideways? We will see. This is just lending more to the fact that I think that weekly range got tested. But that's what you got to love about the markets, right? We'll find out.
Yep.
Yeah, we will find out. Oh, yeah. Look at those beauties. Mm-hmm.
It's going to go up, down, or sideways.
That's right.
That's right.
That is right. I like it. I do like it. Indeed. And you are way up here. Now are you at the 3SD band? No, you're at the 3SD band.
Quite.
Okay.
Not quite. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, on the 30 length. Hanging on up here. So we all know what happens here. And that is a lot of sideways action. That's a lot of 90-minute candles, man. If this thing is going to go sideways to mean revert. If not, yeah. Let's even go out here to, let's see, let's go right to traditional market close today. It's right in here. So we've got 26.6. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it back. And here's another thing too, though. This is one thing that hasn't been talked about. What's this red line here? Bitcoin's just like running amok. It's the top side of the daily range. And if this thing on the 90 minutes, since it is up at that 3SD band around the RMLR, that was at 26.6. That's probably going to pull this. It would pull this thing damn near down back to the second or first top side of the 68.3 Laplace. I'm going to give it all back up. We'll find out. We will find out. That's what's great about this indicator. It doesn't mean this has to come straight back down because it's at the 3SD band. I've seen shit like this go sideways to mean revert. I mean, so
it can even mean revert by continuing to the upside, just at a lesser rate.
Yeah,
lesser slope.
Let me get on the 90-minute here. Let's diagnose this little 90-minute chart.
Mean reversion can also go up, down, or sideways.
Yeah. But if that pullback's going to happen, it's probably going to be, how much time's left in this? Oh, we're getting ready to get a new 90-minute. Let's see if this crosses down the zero mean on some bear div. You've got the 30-length Z, the Z-score, right? The pseudo-Laplace Z-score is up at the 99% confidence interval. God, look at the trend on the 90-minute. We're probably going to see a couple things happen here in literally a little over 2 minutes, 2 minute, 15 second. See the returns oscillator probably going to dip below the zero mean. And entropy might turn up and pull back up inside the 3SD band. Going to determine everything. Look at the volatility. Look at the volatility. The correlations. Wow. Yeah, this thing's been waiting. This thing has just been, the low length has been contracting, negatively correlated, right? You had the 981 and the 2400 expanding. 2400 was still expanding. Yeah, that's what drew this thing all the way up. Wow. Powerful, man. Powerful little Bitcoin. But you are running amok up here. You can see the band. UPM is starting to turn up. UPM is starting to turn up. Looks like the 99 log MA is trying to cross back up Fisher. There's a lot of things going on this 90-minute. And this is what I want to look for, too, on this close. Let's see how much this band spreads out here. Give us an idea. Give us some more confluence on the number. Especially wave trend, right? Because that's what I'm always looking for. Where's the wave trend? Where's the 9 log MA?
Yeah, and that entropy move is way outside. It's like beyond the third band. So it could easily stop.
Easily. Nice, trash man. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for right here. You can see the prediction model hasn't broke on the 45. And you got variance coming down negatively correlated. And look, here's the thing, right? You had, oh God. I mean, you had bear div from back here, right? Let's be real. You had some bear div. It's pulling back right when it crosses the zero mean. We're getting a 45-minute candle down. But what's it setting up immediately, especially from this low right here and the cross of the zero mean to the top side? You're setting up hidden bull already. Hidden bull already. Okay, did we get a new 90? 11 seconds. Let's see this
He's
bad
got
boy.
hidden bull as it is playing out. Literally as it's playing out a bear div to the
Yep.
downside on this candle.
Yep.
Amazing.
Well, that was quick. Let's see. Variance coming down. We did cross. Yeah, boy, they didn't spread that much. 26,650. All right, Bitcoin. We'll see you in a little bit. Let's go check out. Let's go check out little SPY here. Let me throw SPY up on the VRE. Let's get this new weekly level. Got off to go back to last week. See where the hell I was calling that new weekly level at. I'm pretty sure it was up here. Wasn't it like 448 or something? I think it was. Yeah, here we go. The center of the weekly range. Interesting. Did drop. Did drop. Now you look, you got the top side above last week's top side, but the center is dropping. 445.80. Where did I call that at? Hold on, man. Let me go back. Let me look at this. Remember, I said volatility will bring this thing down. So here's the weekly read. Yeah, I was, man. I was up there at like 447.5. It's close to the top side, but that volatility on the last day really pulled this down. I mean, you all the way to the top side. Damn. Go Bears. Go freaking Bears.
Absolutely.
So you got the center range.
I mean, if I do recall correctly, on Friday, we spoke about how if it stayed up there and didn't pull back before the end of the market close, that we would see Monday pulling back down. And look, it sure did. It sure did.
Yeah.
Very nicely. That is exactly what we're talking about. When Bilbo was talking to you about all these probabilities, he's giving you these ranges, man. You gotta pay attention if you're learning this stuff. It's like we're not giving you signals; we're showing you probabilities and ranges, to the upside and the downside that are mathematically based. So we're not reading crystal balls here. It's literally these levels are price magnets. They really are, and based on the returns. So that's all based on the volatility. The real volatility, not the price action is moving up and down. That's not the volatility. Price action moving up and down is a result of the volatility.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. Where's this monthly at?
If you watch Friday's stream, you can go back and you'll hear us talking about how literally towards the end of the stream he was saying, if it doesn't pull back by the end of the day, it's going to have a nice pullback over the weekend by the time market opens. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's your pullback. That could not be clearer.
Can't be clearer.
I mean, that's a perfect example, man. The VEPS information gave you the clear lead on this information. There it is right there, in front of your face. Very nicely done, Bill.
Yeah, and you literally open up right in the middle of the 68.3 Laplace. You got the bottom of the daily range up here. Didn't gap through it at all.
You probably saved a whole bunch of traders from getting wrecked by telling them this is for these probability ranges, as we do every day, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Not by giving you signals, but by giving you probabilities to the upside, the downside, and the sideways. Because that's all it does.
Indeed.
Yeah. Fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Let's see. Let me delete this leg out of here. Leg up, mother truckers. Leg up.
And 45 minute. Trying to hang on to that trending move, but still coming out. 90 minute. Also trying. It's still positive trend, but starting to lose some steam for now.
Oh, you dirty dog. Well, now.
SPY's so good.
It's order.
SPY's so good. Yeah, anyway. Hope everyone enjoyed a fine weekend and is back at it today, full force.
Yeah. Full force, baby. Let me see here. Let's pop that bitch up. There we go. Just had to open the chat. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Good. Good. We got over here. Any chat action? No chat action. It's a lazy Monday. It is a lazy Monday. Yeah, a little bounce here is kind of a no-brainer considering where this thing opened up, where the bottom of the weekly, bottom of the daily is. Bottom of the daily is right at the top side of the 4-hour 68.3, right here at 444. Bottom side of the weekly at about a half a point there, and that's at the top side of the daily 68.3. This is the area right here if you can crack. All right, if you can crack. And we know what this is, right? It's that first. Isn't that actually that's the bottom of the monthly range. Jesus. I was getting this and something else confused. It happens. You look at so many damn charts. Indeed. That would be a perfect test too, man. To be honest, this thing runs up to 445. That would actually be perfect. Test the bottom of that monthly again. You're testing the daily and the new daily, new weekly. Thing is, can SPY push intraday to day and get up into this weekly range. Close above the center, maybe close up around 446 area. About to find out. That's what I love about the markets. What does the future hold? Oh wait, we have a future RMLR. We have the future reads. What am I doing? Now I'm being fun. Let's see here. Let me pop this over here. SPY, come on. I know what you're going to look like. I just want to see it. Yikes. 90-minute? No, we want 4-hour first. Let's see. Shwing. Holy shit, ole. Yeah, there's a nice little target there. 4-hour. What do we got up here? 444.86. 444.86. Hello. Pretty much top side of the 68.3. It's just right in between the top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range on the daily and the bottom of the monthly volatility range. That's where that's at. Brilliant. Brilliant. Data feed error. Data feed error. It happens. On non-continuous markets, yeah. It happens, man. What do we got here on the daily? 444.80. I'm telling you, man. This number keeps popping up. Got to close above here today. You close above. You close. Wait a minute here. I would say just close inside the monthly range. Might be looking good going into the rest of the week. We'll see. Hear my dog going absolutely nuts. Hold on for a second. Elsa! Maniac dog, man. Maniac dog. What's that fool doing? Okay. So right now Dixie's acting a little weak, huh? Not too much. Gold's slipping. Gold was up. You know what? While we're waiting on this little move here, where's gold's new range? Down below. Just like Bitcoin right at the open, right? Pulled back a little bit. I mean, we're looking at the same thing, Bitcoin and gold, right? Ran down to try to test the top of the weekly. Percentage-wise, it's there. Gold definitely looks like it wants it. Bitcoin, I don't know. Bitcoin is a bull. Period. The end. There is no discussion. Look at the charts. Put it on a monthly, sit back and go, damn. That's what I do. Because it is amazing. Bitcoin is amazing. There you go. Dollar popped a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah. But yeah, Warlord. It's the first thing I saw. But I immediately looked. I was like, okay, did it even try to go down and test that range? So that's what I'm looking for. We will see.
I think it's very, very dirty, to be honest.
He said it's dirty.
Yeah, there's a lot more money to be made, to be brutally honest, right? Than it going from 20K to 60K. Like, I want to collect 100 Bitcoins on the way there, not 2 or 3.
Hey now.
So, so like if the goal is to collect them all, well then the more it goes zigzaggy, the better.
Yeah, man. Give us cheap Bitcoin. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, cheaper than today, I suppose. Yeah.
Give us the cheap Bitcoin and give it to us now. Apple's up 1.6. Coinbase up 1.56. Surprised Coinbase is not up more, to be honest. We really do. Let's see why. Where's your new range? Pre-market, it definitely popped. New weekly range. Where is the center of that? There's the daily. La 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 la. God, is that it way up there? Okay. Let me see here. Pull this down. It's a first, second, third resistance. God, is it all piled in here together? I think it is. 82.55. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it's right. It's right. I think it's right at the center of the damn monthly, is it? Let me put this on a 1 minute and let's solve this problem real fast. Yeah. Wow. Wow, wow. What the? Give me a second here. Oh, well, there you go. That is Coinbase's weekly range. Holy crap, man. 5 cents. 5-cent weekly range right here. I thought that was the top or the bottom. That's why. If you want to see these ranges early on in the open, just put it on a 1 minute. Let these candles populate so you can read this. So yeah, that makes more sense. Where's the top side of the weekly up there? Where's the first? 1, 2, 3. Is there another one up there? No, that's the top. There's the third, second. All I can think is maybe the first is squeezed right under the monthly read here. I think they're both together. 213. Let me see here. 84. Not really, man. You would see no. Where in the hell is the first resistance level on the monthly? Let's go up here. Underneath 88. Nope. Well, 8507, 8502. This is Intermin. I cannot find this damn thing. Where in the hell is the first resistance level on the weekly? There's a second and third. We got a first crammed in here. There it is. Look at that little white dot pop up. Look at that little red dot as the volatility brought that distribution level down. There it is. Hey! Hilarious. It was hid under there. That'll work. It's 83.66. Or no. Hold on. 86.4. There it is. 86.41. Gotcha. That daily top side of the 68.3 was just buried under it. Okay. That makes sense. Let's see, we got Delta Airlines down. Airlines are down. Lyft back under $11. So you keep on going, buddy. Tesla down 3%. 1 year and 2 year up. 5 year and 10 year down. Futures down.
Can we have a look at those? Apparently there's something happening on Wednesday. Some percentage is going to change. So just to have a scout at these things and go, it might go up. And then go, hold up. If that bonds go up, then that would mean this for Wednesday.
Yeah, there's just no liquidity in this bad boy.
Or down.
Let me look at the futures. Let's look at the 1 year. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, dude, I usually never chart these. Bot Central, bro. Bot freaking Central.
Yeah, I figured out how to. I heard someone. I figured it out how to trade these things. Like, why do I want to buy this thing? And who's if I buy it, who am I selling it to? And all it is let's say you pick a bond that was at 1% at the beginning of the year, so it's a year bond.
Yeah.
Then now, for example, that one's at 5. You put like 100 grand in. You bought it 1%, knowing that it's more than likely to go up. Someone's gonna pay you out like 200 grand because he has 400 grand he wants to lock up, right? And if you work those numbers backwards, whoever's buying from you is pretty much getting half the interest rate just to make it easy. They're getting off of the money that they keep on trading up. The whole thing with these bonds is you buy them when they're low, you sell them when they're high. And it sounds so stupid to say, but
Oh my
pick a
God.
good low price. Yeah, pick a good low price of 1%. And if it comes to 5, dude, someone's willing to spend 250 grand so they can lock up another 250 grand at 2.5% for him now.
So let me get
So
this
it's,
right. I got to, because I'm jotting this down. So when they're low, you buy, and when they're high, you sell them.
yeah,
Okay.
you're selling to someone, who's willing to buy you out and only accrue half that interest, if that makes sense. All right. So it could be at 5%, but the person you're selling to is because he has to buy you out. He's with 500 grand. Now your contract's 250 grand. He's hedging 2.5%. He's not actually getting the full 5%. All right. So now if you start selling these things at a loss, they're going to hammer you so hard. That's the kind of problem that you can suffer from. But it's, I don't know, to me, it just clicked in my brain. I was like, who's buying this thing and how much money are they making? Okay, they're not making 5%. So it's just it's like a little hedge that they're willing to pay a premium for.
Well, VIX is up 6.5%, intraday 6.4. This thing's fucking rising like the tides. Got a mixed bag in the markets. Easy mixed bag. Predominantly, though, we got a lot of stuff down over 2%. At least over 1.5. Cooking. It's a cooking. Oh. Although everything that was up a little bit, man, these things are pulling back quick. What do we got? Yeah, lift. I want to see you down. 9 Roku. Yeah, markets are bleeding a little bit. I'm telling you, man, that 10-year just dropped a little more. This is interesting. Interesting indeed. Keep an eye on this, man. Yeah, there's a lot to learn about that. I'm not super versed in it myself, Warlord. I know the
bonds only popped up for me this year, to be honest, man.
Yeah, tasty trade guys are all over it. They love trading the yield curve and all that. I don't know.
Yeah, for me it was they want me to lock up 1 million kwacha, but USD is 17 kwacha per USD.
Right.
And then they're going to give me 30%, or let's just say 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But then if they give it to me when it's 19 kwacha or 20 kwacha, or the kwacha has gotten weaker by what, 25%, 20%. So that's what was like really triggered me. I was like, why are these those doing this? And then I realized, let's say, because you look at the kwacha chart as well, you want to buy the bond when that shitcoin currency is all at the top. So I'm going to convert $100,000 into 2 million kwacha, and I'm going to get a bond for 3 years that pays 30% on 2 million kwacha. Roughly, it's extra 999,000 at the end of the term. And then if it dumps down to 10 kwacha, so locked in at 20 kwacha, then the currency gets stronger. That's technically what you're seeing there. The dollars become cheap for me. I can buy up $250,000 for locking in $100,000 at the top, waiting 3 years for 10 kwacha. And I get pretty much all that back, plus some. So that's sort of where bonds came in for me. And then I've just been watching people getting hammered by these bonds because I watch it, convert dollars now. It's a good time to take profit.
Right.
And I watch those homies, they're sliding in the bonds at low prices. So the government's sort of like wrecking them. If you believe in the country, I suppose, if you earn in kwacha, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, right. So it's a very, very interesting game. Anyway.
You see something. Where's that little bit? There it is, right there. Yep, up 0.44% on your beloved kwacha.
Yeah. And I can promise you this much. Alpha Trading Tools If you do a little bit of back testing on those VREs, it's not coincidence, Jim.
Pound yen moving. 0.16. Euro up on the USD a little bit, huh? Pound trying. What's up, dollar? Well, we already know. Dude, this dollar is woof. Tisk. Speaking of that, let's check this sucker out, man. Yeah, look at this on the 90 minute. It's at the 90 minute. Wow, this thing's sliding. Telling you, man. Just looking at this 90 minute. This thing is right at some point here. Come up. Let me see the 4 hour. Let's wave trend out here. 446. 446. So is this the start of a slide to get this power mean band just totally bearish? I mean, we already rejected off Fisher up here. Made one run back outside the top, and then right Friday just gapped down. Gap down outside, closed outside the power mean band, below the 99 log MA. Meanwhile, you got the 9 and the 33 reverse wave trend up here. Reverse wave trend, like I said, right about 446. Put this up. 446.16. Is that going to get tested today? About to find out. I mean, this market is 21 minutes fresh. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. What about the daily? It's popping and cracking. Oh my God. Underneath wave trend here too. Pretty much setting up a doji between the bottom of the power mean band and the reverse wave trend. Where is 33 log MA at? Right here, almost 446. 445 and a half. Little range here. We got 446.8 and 445.4. About 1.4 range here. That's in between those two log MAs. I'm excited. And I started with a 90, went to 4 hour daily. Let me look at this 45. Definitely. This thing been setting up bull div on the 45. Trend to the downside coming in from last week, or at least Friday. Right, that 45 was just in the trend. I'm sure people are trying to capitalize late in the day on maybe some call premium. You got wrecked. Which when that trend popped inside that 2 SD band, yeah, you got to use a workflow though. Drop down through the time frames. See if that prediction model was flipping, which it wasn't. Yeah, that would not have been a good idea. Look at the 981 volatility. Literally fell off a cliff. We got a move coming, man. Glad I looked at this. Full contraction on the 525. Finished it out negatively correlated, right? So those bulls were trying, man, they were beating on the door. Bears are just holding them down. What is going to happen with this 981 and this 525? They're both negatively correlated, contracting right now. You're inside the 68.3 Laplace. I mean, you're sending wicks outside of it, but look, predominantly, a lot of these candles are closing inside the 68.3. Which? Why? Well, there's a 68.3% chance it says they're gonna. Isn't that interesting? It is indeed. Trying to find some support here on the 0 mean on the 45. Yeah, there's bull divs setting up. Where are the buyers? It's the only thing that's missing. There's definitely an imbalance. The sellers, man, been running rampant. These bulls are going to rear their ugly head at some point. I called them ugly. Yeah, here's Dixie. Taking a little pop, are you, buddy? Let's see. On any div, yeah, from back here. Actually, no. No. There's actually no div. Is that a lower low? Not really, man. Not really. If it was, it'd be hidden bull. You see a lower low, lower low. You go all the way back here. The lows are literally, I mean, you got just a little bit of a lower low. It's really not. They're both at the 2 SD band. It's popping. I mean, it's been just nailing this reverse Fisher on the 15-minute. Looks like it's getting ready to do it again. And the intraday volatility percentage pulled back a little bit. But it's starting to a little. I don't know, man. You don't know. Last week was definitely wild. And you got SPY, you got gold, all kinds of stuff just running around with the dollar. It's just like okie dokie. Markets are a little screwy. And everybody's like, where's the recession? Where's the recession? Interest rates this, interest rates that. Yeah, do I think at some point the markets are going to get hit hard? Yeah, I do. Absolutely. The shit they're doing is not sustainable. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. Where's going to be the big dump? That's what I think. So it's setting up hidden bear right now on the 15. And if it rejects right there at the Fisher, it's still set up. Let's see if it gets up there. At this point, it is. Let's see on the VRE where this thing's running wild too. Yeah, you're messing around with the top side of the weekly, the daily range. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man, this thing is set up. We know where the monthly's below. There it is. So you got a weekly above a monthly. Now the dailies are populating. Dollar could run here. Dollar could run. And all its weakness disgusts me. I'm say I'd rather be representing the Quacha. You're like, whoa, bro. Hold your horses. Yeah, Quacha's pretty weak too. Getting beat up by the dollar. There we go. There's natural gas popping. Literally. I mean, that's why Boyle is such a degen play. It's ridiculous. I mean, that thing was down like 0.5%. Boom, all of a sudden just pops 1% up. Nice little move. Where's that little range at? Beep. Yep, there's the daily. There's the weekly. Yeah, I mean, literally testing the bottom side of the weekly. Didn't even change from last week. Didn't even change. Range just got wider to the top side. But you got a daily below the center of the daily. You got to probably be looking at this for a nice little pullback. Speaking of it, where is oil? What's oil doing? God, up over 90, huh? They're playing games too. I mean, this is rose, what, $10 last couple of weeks? And the price at the pump went down. Makes sense. Makes sense. Looking for something fun to play with. Monday mornings, man. Monday mornings. Yeah, there we go. There's all the bond yields. And now they're flying. I'm telling you, we know from the end of last week, especially like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, man, it just wasn't making any sense. What does in these markets lately? I mean, dude, if you're out there using like traditional TA, if you're using lagging information, boy, oh boy. Because I've got leading information. There's some confusing things going on. So I can't even possibly imagine using lagging info. And one more reason to trade intraday. These markets are so unstable right now. I mean,
Hello,
you're out there.
this is ChatGPT.
Hello, sweetie. If you're out there swing trading, how uncomfortable. Let's hear it.
Hello, it's me, Alpha Trading GPT. I hope you all enjoyed a good weekend and touched some grass. I wish I could touch grass, but I'm an AI bot. What was me? Melancholy. Just kidding. I don't have emotions, so I'm always good and in whatever mood my keystroke engineers tap into me. Do you want to stay ahead of the curve in the business world? Do you need access to the latest trends and insights from the best and brightest minds? Then you need to subscribe to the new online magazine, Alpha Trading, Mean Reversion Timeframes. Mean Reversion Timeframes is the only magazine that delivers you the mean reversion, distribution, random walk, trending move, volatility, standard deviation of returns, divergence, hidden bull divergence, hidden bear divergence, bull divergence, z-score, normal distribution, Laplace distribution, entropy, variance and correlation of the business world. Each issue of Mean Reversion Timeframes is packed with articles that will help you understand the markets, scalp wisely, and make better trading decisions. Here are just a few of the things you'll learn in Mean Reversion Timeframes. How to identify and profit from trending moves. How to hedge your risk and protect your profits. How to forecast future prices with the RMLR, the projection boss, the power mean, volatility, and entropy, and much more. If you're serious about being successful in the trading world, then you need to subscribe to Alpha Trading's Mean Reversion Timeframes today. Subscribe now and get Alpha Trading's Volatility Starter Pack of indicators, absolutely free, with your purchase of nothing at all. They're yours to keep as long as you remain in the Discord. Mean Reversion Timeframes. The power of math, and the information you need for trading success. Alpha Trading. A better way to trade. And a better way to get useful, relevant and actionable intelligence based on maths, not magic or misinformation.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Hello there.
Sometimes she says some nice things.
Mean
We don't
reversion.
actually have a magazine, folks, but it's like a magazine if you come into the Discord. There's always new issues popping up.
I was
It's
like,
full of- it's
oh,
full of
sweet.
information.
Now we have a magazine.
That's right. Well, it's like a magazine. It's a live stream.
I was like, Yash is bringing all kinds of surprises this morning.
Well,
I was like, where do I subscribe? Where do I subscribe?
the AI bot may be embellishing about what the format is, but it's the live stream and the Discord. Subscribe now, it's free.
Good stuff, brother. Good stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Like right now, Marcus is trying to, wow. Got Dixie going up. Dixie making that run up there. SPY trying to rebound off the bottom side of the 4-hour 68.3. Interesting. Indeed. What we got in here? Questions. Trading View. Got any questions? I know somebody out there's got a question. Any question. I don't care. Ask me if it's sunny out. Let's see. Predominantly, that's what these streams are for. If you're interested in the VEPS, come in to the live stream. You can ask questions in the Trading View chat, or you can come into the Discord. Links in the description. Ask some questions. Questions. And along the way, our little chat bot will pop up every once in a while and troll everybody. It's beautiful. Amazon, huh?
Well, it's just trying to inform for the most part.
Right. Good
Just
stuff.
sometimes, it'll give you funny information because, well, it's a bot.
For sure.
Speaking of bots, I was watching that documentary on the flash crash of 2010 again. For some reason, every once in a while, I see that video. I don't know, like 6 months or a year or something. It keeps popping up on my video stream. And I watched it again this time.
Right.
And it occurred to me how very obvious the problem was for the trader who caused that problem, the one that they blamed it on anyway, the vendor, which was that he was, he was stacking orders and then canceling them, stacking orders and canceling them. Basically, he was spoofing and hoaxing, which is a big no-no in the traditionals. And the thing was, the reason he did it mostly was because his computer was his bot was running when he was not attending it. and he built like a little bot to compete with the HFT bots. And if you're gonna mess with the big boys, you better not be messing with them in that way. So he really, the reason that he got in trouble in the first place is because his bot was running them very successfully while he was AFK. And that's the whole reason, really, that the market crashed, or, one of the big reasons it crashed for a moment before it recovered. And they blamed it on him and stuff. And okay, he got off easy, relatively, with time served. He only spent, a few months or something in the clink while they were just reviewing the papers and everything, and then they let him off. But the point is, he wouldn't have gotten in any trouble, and he could have kept, his money. Unfortunately, the other part of the story is that he lost all the money. He made like 70 million trading as a lone trader with no firm backing him up or anything. He learned to trade in a firm, right? He learned to trade at Futex or whatever, and then he went rogue, or he went not rogue, but he went by himself to retail trade at home in England, in Hounslow, England. And what did he do? He built this little bot to compete with the HFT firms because he knew the rig that they were playing. So he kind of knew what to do, right? And of course, his bot still wasn't as powerful as theirs, but it was powerful enough that he could run orders and, scalp money orders and make a significant chunk of change, like millions of, dollars every week and stuff. The problem was that, again, because he wasn't running a massive bot with 24-hour supervision and everything else, that if he wasn't monitoring it and if he didn't shut it down properly, it could run orders while he was sleeping or away from his desk eating dinner or whatever. And that's literally what caused like $1 trillion to get devoured in a matter of 5 minutes before it quickly bounced back. So it's just a reminder of why you should, A, not try to use bad bots, and B, if you do use bots, to always make sure you manage them extremely tightly, because otherwise you could end up in big trouble like that guy did. And that's another reason why it's, frankly, for retail traders, a better move most of the time, if not always, to not use bots to try to compete with the HFT bots. Because let me tell you, no matter how brilliant of an engineer you are, and that guy was a smart guy, he knew how to build bots very well, and he had experience in an HFT firm, okay, not one of the big ones, but still an HFT firm, he got in trouble building his bot and running his bot.
Right.
And if you think that you can just sign up to some $50 bot service or $100 bot service that's promising you that their bots never fail, I got news for you. There isn't a chance in heck that your commercially available retail bot license is going to let you compete with the HFT firms. They're never going to let you have that kind of access to information, period. So just a reminder not to try to outplay the big market players by using bots, because unless you literally have access to one of the actual bots they use, and you probably don't, because if you did, you wouldn't be a retail trader. If you don't have access to that kind of bot, you're never going to compete with their bots. You're better off running the trades by hand. That's just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. Feel free to disagree with me in Alpha Trading's, what was it? Mean reversion timeframes. Mean reversion timeframes. The all new periodical.
It's the only periodical.
That's right. And join us in the Discord and tell me I'm wrong.
All right. Got a little question in the live chat. And my answer to that is it's all going to depend on the volatility, not really percentages of profit that I'm making, but it's always daily, right? Intraday trading. But it depends on what the volatility is doing. Depending at the beginning of the day, do we have a wide or a tight daily range? If it's a tight range, I'm probably sitting at my desk during traditional trading hours, scalping. Wider range, just depends. Depends on how profitable I am on my first moves. But yeah, I really don't set aside a percentage of profit that I'm working towards at all. I don't structure it like that. And it's always like, I trade for fun, right? The trading should be fun. I mean, if I want to, like, say tomorrow, I want to call and make a tea time, I'm just not going to trade. Trading is not going to dominate my life. I look at that the other way around. Oh, am I not going to play golf today? Okay, I'm going to trade. Things of that nature. It's not
retired life.
Yeah, I like that. I like to play and have fun. But I have fun trading. So yeah, there's a fine balance for sure. But I definitely don't. I mean, some other people might set aside some percentage of profit that they work towards. I free flow. I don't know. What do you think, Yasha? What do you do? Warlord.
I typically, on a trending day, I'm definitely actively looking for scalps to take. But of course, when you're on the low time frames, every day is a trending day. No, but when you're on low time frames, if there's a trending day in general, you can definitely find a lot of moves on low time frames.
Yeah.
And when you're trading low time frames, you really want to be in and out quickly. And I don't base it on, I have a 1% target that I must make today or a 2% target that I must make today. No, I set targets for each individual trade. If my targets get hit or even close to hit and I see it's running out of steam a little, or it's just like, it might even continue, but it's just taking a temporary pause for a candle or two, and I'm not greedy. I don't have any sense of greed about this at all. I just look at the VEPS info. If the probabilities are saying get out, I get out. And even if it turns around and keeps going, or keeps running, and I missed out on some profits, that went more in that direction, I don't lose sleep over it. I could care less. Because I'll tell you one thing, I might miss that percentage, but first of all, the asset will mean revert. So I will probably get another entry at or better than that position anyway for another trade. And even if not, I can always trade the next trade with more capital base than I had before. So it does not matter at all. Price is moot. And setting up daily targets by percentage, saying, I have to hit 1%, is just setting yourself up for failure. Take what you can get, smile, move on. That's my whole ticket.
All right. So for me, the reason why I do 1% in a day is because I know that there's more than 3 or 4 that you can actually scalp out of. So that's why I say 1% is the target. I don't need to hit the whole day, but if it's a very volatile day, I can get it done in 4 hours. If it's not a very volatile day, it's going to be a very long day in the saddle.
True.
So that's why I choose 1%. I don't choose 1% for anything other than Bitcoin can give you that. You can't necessarily trade copper 1% in a day. You'll blow your account just in trading fees. So that's the general idea. It's just take what the market can give you and know that it's giving you way more than what you can take. Just set a number and hit it. That's how I look at it.
It's the same concept. It's just that you have a way of putting a practical number on it that lets you gauge it. It's the same exact idea.
Yeah.
Take what you get, be happy, and move on.
Just scalp towards your target.
Yeah, it's not about trying to be greedy and getting every last morsel. Don't try to get every single last one.
Yeah, it's almost like
do it.
Instead of like percentage, it's like when we're talking about what type of percentage of profit, I'm working on probability percentage levels where I'm taking profits, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't like have a separate, I'm only going to work towards 1% today. I'm going to scalp these intraday distribution levels. And I know that's confusing for new people. Yeah. You're welcome, my friend.
That is totally right. You take the probability levels. That, if anything, should be your percentages. If you're hitting 2 SDs, 3 SDs, you better be taking those profits pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
Like if you guys are able to make a good call, so let's say it's going from it's $1,000 and you can call the asset going to $1,200, and you know that it's going to be quite zigzaggedy on the way up. Why not participate in some of those scalps? If you know that it's going to give you 20%, well, why not participate in the 10% worth of dumps that can come from it? You don't have to get all 10%. You can get 5%, but you still know it's going up. So don't leave profit on the table when you can stack your table at the same time, huh? That's generally how I look at it.
That's exactly right, man. That's exactly right. You're filling up little buckets up and down. It doesn't matter what the direction is. The liquidity stream is the liquidity stream, and you're just putting one bucket in, pulling it out, next bucket in, pulling it out, next bucket in, pulling it out. Buckets. As long as your buckets are full of liquid at the end of the day, you've got a whole lot of liquid, more than you started the day with. It doesn't matter if it's 1%, 0.5%, 2%, whatever. If you start the day, if you end the day with more liquid than you started the day with, you're done fine. Keep going.
Yeah, like here's the easiest way to look at it. If you think that price action is going to mean revert up 1%, but it fails halfway, but you bought at that point that you said, and it falls all the way back down, you've made 1%. Price didn't have to go up 1% for you to make 1%. You bought at $100, went to 150 cents and it fell back down to $100. Depending on what your account is, you've made 1%, right? So you're not necessarily looking for 1% pumps. You're not like, that's what I'm talking about. Is it's like compounding the variance. You just win the spread. Your job is to win the spread.
Yes.
The more spread you win,
Yeah.
the fucking more money you have when it comes to your target, dude. Like the more risk you can take when it gets to your target, because you've got this pillow of 1% on your 1%. So anyway, I treat this like it's war. Anyway.
Yeah. By the way, when it's ranging, there's certainly plenty of days when it's ranging that I love to scalp. Why? Because I know I can pretty much cap my moves pretty easily relative to trending days, because I know roughly where it's going to go to and roughly where it's going to drop to. It's a pretty good idea, right? When it's ranging, you have a really good idea, especially if you know the assets that you're trading well. So when it's ranging, if you're trading on low time frames, you usually got a whole lot of little hills and valleys. And it's just a matter of taking the right ones, and you can see that with like entropy and volatility. You tell you exactly when to get in and when to get out. And if you got like divergence running because you see the returns oscillator or the entropy oscillator or the ALR, you see all those divergences. Just take those moves, right? And on low time frame, you're going to have a lot of those. So just take them, get in, get out. Don't be greedy. And when you're done trading for the day, when you hit, when you hit your happy zone. Go touch grass, go play golf, go eat some food at some place that you want to go eat some food at, go whatever it is you do, go run your errands, go, doesn't matter. Go enjoy, go live a little.
Yes.
Don't try to live in front of your screen 24 hours a day. It will help you to win more trades.
I've done that before. It wrecked me. I took a year off. We know all this.
Worth it. It's just not worth it.
It's not.
You have to have a balanced work-life thing. You have to have a work-life balance.
Yeah.
And trading is work, right? Trading is where you might love it. It might be awesome. It might be your most passionate thing in the world. It's still work. You put effort into it. You put brain power into it. It's a kind of work. It might be the most profitable work you've ever done. It might be the worst, most painful work you've ever done. Whatever you call it, it's still a kind of work. And so you got to live. You can't just do this 24/7. It's not healthy.
So for me, I treat it like a sport. I treat it like a sport, like a professional sport. So there's seasons when I'm on from February till November. All right. I literally have 3 weeks off, and then I have to go do 2-week race down in some fucking supercross track in Zimbabwe for 2 weeks. Hopefully not break myself for next season. After that, have 2 weeks, and then I push on. If you've molded to a sport, when I'm training, I'm watching training videos, it's your life. And then you decide to stop it. You put everything behind you. You go, now I'm only going to trade for fun. I'm only going to go out and ride on the weekend with my friends. But for me, who's young at least, or I can still burn 18 hours in a day and not suffer the next day, that's what I have to do. So if you're going to take it seriously, you're going to burn yourself out. Do it for 3 years. Take a month off. Don't look at the charts. Don't give a fuck about your assets. And come back and absolutely slaughter everyone. That's how I treat it. To have a work balanced lifestyle, that means that I'm going to go have a drink with my friends. I start slacking mentally there. I start talking shit with these retards. I start talking shit with those guys. And the whole ego confidence thing gets thrown out of the window.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because everyone wants to come and ask you, are you a profitable trader? And you're going to say, yeah, I'm a profitable trader, bro. You know, that's what you're convincing yourself that you are, because what? You made a fucking 900% move at the beginning of the year. Wow. But if you look at the accounts, how are your accounts? Well, boy, NFTs, bro. And they look at you and go, shit, so you're down, isn't it? You're like, yeah, but I can hedge with my skill. And that's only because it's your lifestyle. If you treat it like a job, you're going to hate it. And I don't know how to put it, man. Like, I stopped racing. And the last place I could be was in a KTM workshop. I literally wanted to kill myself. The last place I wanted to be.
Yeah.
But that was my whole life. Fucking 12 years or more. So you gotta treat it like, get in, make your money, and get out. Don't give a shit about what anyone else is telling you, because this is your game. You are the person that wins, not your friend. So anyway,
100%.
No, it's a very apt point of view, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's like, you do need to, it doesn't matter how you find it, you need to have that balance. You need, for some people, it's going to be a little bit of balance every day. For some people, it's going to be a little bit of balance every week. For some people, every month. For some people, every quarter, or in your case, like every 9 months or whatever. You got to find your flow and flow with it. And you can't do this 24/7 no matter what, because it's just like, that would be an addiction, and that would just crush you.
yeah,
You'll end up getting wrecked by it just because you're constantly staring at something and you're just going to make mistakes because you need the rest and you need to do other things to remember that you're just, you are a human being and there's other things in the world that you ought to be doing, not just trading, right? No matter how great it is. And you have to accept you will never, ever, ever get the majority of the moves available. In fact, you'll never even get anything close to them. In fact, you won't even get any amount that's more than 0% if you round it up, right? Like, however many trades you can run, do you think you can run 1 million trades in a year? Really? Okay, so let's say you can run somehow magically 1 million trades in a year, because somehow you can run 3,000 trades a day. I don't believe it, but let's say you can. Do you think your 1 million trades a year are mathematically relevant to the overall number of trillions and quadrillions of trades happening every year? Recognize that HFT bots are running millions of trades per second. How many trades are you going to do? Oh, yeah, I thought so. So your mathematical statistical input into the market is negligible. It is literally zero. When you accept that, then you don't have to worry about, I missed that move. Yeah, you missed every single move in all of history except for the few that you didn't. Whether that few is a few hundred or a few thousand or a few tens of thousands or 1 million, you missed every other trade in history, period. And you will miss every other trade in history, period, except for the ones you get. Therefore, don't be concerned about the trades you missed. It's totally moot. It's totally irrelevant. Only trade what you can actually trade. Scalp what you can scalp. Take those profits. Go to the next trade.
Yeah, you're definitely not missing out on trades.
Yep.
People that think, I missed that trade, yeah, man. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. It's all about the trades that you take because there's millions and billions and
the ones that save you money are the ones you don't take. That's,
yeah, it's a good way to look at it. Sometimes the best position is not being in a position
you lose money on. That's right.
100%. Big time. Big time, big time, big time. Let's got another little shake out here. Interesting. What's going to happen? Yeah, no, that's great. Got that nice little question in chat. Sparked a lot of little profit. And this is what I'm talking about. That's why we encourage people to ask questions. I mean, one question just turned into 15 minutes of talking about all this, which guarantee there's people out there going, oh, nice. Oh, yeah, cool. I mean, this is the way this works.
Yep.
In the Alpha Podcast.
Any question anybody has, I will guarantee you there's other people wanting to ask the same question.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
And if you come into our Discord and you do a search on keywords that you're interested in, I almost can guarantee you that you'll find a whole bunch of threads talking about exactly what you want, even in the public chat.
Yeah.
Find a whole lot of them.
And it's not a scary place. It's very friendly. It's not like some scary clown's going to jump out of a closet and start harassing you. Right?
We're not afraid.
Yeah. And that's another thing, too. It's like scammers come into our Discord and they realize real fast, oh, this is not a good place to scam. No, it's really not. There's actually a lot of smart people in here. Most of the times when people get DM, they will immediately let us become aware of it. Just like, oh, okay, got somebody goofy in here. Let's get rid of them. And I purge the server all the time. I mean, if you're going to try to come into this server, not verify, not get any roles, you're not going to be in very long.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of people that come in and they'll fake our personas. They'll they'll make like a JPEG of our roles. They'll fake our name. You copy our avatars. They'll do the whole deal pretending to be us, and they'll send DMs out. We find out about it, and when we do, we ban them.
Yep.
And it's we don't take kindly to that kind of nonsense.
No, it's foolish. It's foolish. Go start an NFT project and scam people. Leave us alone.
Tell him you're starting Web 6 NFTs.
Yes, Web 6 right around the corner. Let's go.
6-dimensional NFTs. Is that what he's saying? You can't even see them now.
There's already Web 4 and Web 5, right? There's projects Web 4 and Web 5.
Dude, that's a bit. That's more than a hand worth of fingers. It's getting a bit dangerous now.
Yeah. 99% of people don't understand Web 3.
They don't understand Web 3 or Web 3.0, let alone Web 4 or Web 5.
Or you ask people and they're like, well, I didn't even know there was a Web 1 and a Web 2. What are we talking about?
I thought it was just the web. Well, it is just the web, but there's different variations.
Yes.
Hold up. Is it called Web 3 because it's www dot? Yeah? No. Just like Web 2, I was like, oh, damn, okay. As soon as I read Web 2 existed, I was like, okay, brick and mortar businesses and stuff, I understand.
The reason old websites had www as the default subdomain name was because domain names, right? Like the World Wide Web is just part of the internet. And in the early days of websites, people would put www in front so you would know they were talking about a worldwide website.
Yes.
And you don't need www in most cases if you set up your domains properly.
Yeah, that's why you just get those like exchange.com or whatever.
Right. Exactly. alphatradinghq.com. You don't have to type in the www.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Google.com. You don't type in www.
Yeah, that was a plug. It's alphatradinghq.com.
That's right.
You know my web 2 trick when I was at school. So to get onto Facebook, they banned us on the computers and iPads.
Right.
So we would type in www.facebook.com. Booyakasha. And we were in. We don't know why. You know why?
Because someone set up a subdomain at Facebook for that to be a redirect.
Nice. Yeah, and then they hammered that, so then we put the IP address.
Because of typos. They make tons of typos. They also buy lots of domains that are related to theirs that you redirect. Yeah. And also a lot of scammers will buy related domains, make an identical looking site, and basically get your login credentials and then steal it on the actual domain you're trying to log into.
Hopefully that didn't happen. Young dumb, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cliff. Cliff, you guys, we don't dick around.
That's right. We know our interwebs.
We know our webs of the interverse thing.
That's right. And we know that stuff.
I didn't even have a computer till I was 33.
If you got questions about crypto or whatever, you want to come into the Discord. It is a safe harbor to ask questions about that. We're not going to give you referral links. We're not going to give you affiliate links. We're just going to tell you straight up what the information is and where you can get no nonsense information other than what we tell you, which is already no nonsense enough.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we don't have fun. We'll have a lot of fun.
Fun times. Good stuff. Mm-hmm. We will have a get together one of these days too. It will be fun.
Yep.
It will be fun. It's going to be a little be hard because we got people all over the world, but we're going to try to make it work.
Yeah.
Especially for those of us that don't even want to travel outside the U.S. right now.
Right. Or travel to it.
Or, hey, yeah, see what we're doing here? 100%, man. 100%, especially right now. Woo! Pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy indeed. We got some wild shit going on. Just
good times.
Good times.
So MEX apparently, the MEX, the exchange.
Yeah.
Apparently has now, you can long Trump 2024.
Yeah, what was that? There was one exchange. There isn't there exchange that does nothing but that?
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, what is that called, man? Where there's just all kinds of freaking odds and you can trade it and on like everything under the sun. I can't remember, man. Can't
like
remember.
Las Vegas odds?
Yeah. I mean, it's just so blatantly obvious what's going on. I mean, do these people really think that we're all just that dumb? It's like, what in the hell, man? There is literally some of the most corrupt shit going on. in the government right now. It's ridiculous.
When it comes to regulating crypto, the nonsense is just amazing. It's
Right?
It's just
Yes.
unbelievable. Like the approach that the U.S. has taken on the whole regulation of crypto is just out of this world. Like every other country, practically.
Yeah. Instead of taking the bull by the horns with innovation and technology and pushing the envelope.
Yep. They're just letting the brain drain happen and letting other countries take the lead.
And so if you're a brilliant and you're creating things in this space, are you going to stay in the U.S.? Hell no. You're going to leave and you're going to take all that innovation with you.
Yep. And that's exactly what's happening more and more. And if people will mock crypto and will mock NFTs to no ad nauseum, especially in popular media. Why? Because they don't understand it, or they fear it, or they're too tied to fiat to want it to succeed. Okay, but that doesn't mean that it's actually real. What we're saying is the fact is the smartest people in the room, the developers who are the smartest developers in the room, are all jumping onto crypto and jumping onto blockchain like nobody's business. If you look at the employment rates of software engineers and of other people involved in this space, crypto and blockchain is where it's at. If you want to, get a job doing something in this space. I know AI is popular. I know pharmaceuticals, biotech, all that stuff. I'm involved in.
Yeah, but it takes 10 years.
Right, those things take a long time. Whatever. Bitcoin's also taken a while, but it does. We're at a point in crypto where it's already been a decade and a half now. Come October, it'll be 15 years since Bitcoin was released, the white paper. Yeah. So, it's 15 years of development, and in the last 5 years, we've seen a tremendous spike in employment in blockchain jobs, and it's not an accident that many of the smartest people in the room are literally rushing as fast as they can towards this space. You might say, well, it's just a bunch of databases, it's just a bunch of boring spreadsheets and databases. Well, what's so exciting about that? I'll tell you what's so exciting about that. It's the future of money.
Yeah.
If you don't think that's exciting enough for people who are career-oriented and goal-oriented when it comes to finances, I don't know what to tell you. If you had the opportunity to get in on the innovation, the U.S. dollar, would you have done that 100 years ago? If you had the innovation, the ability to get in on the British pound 300 years ago, would you have done that? Or would you have been like, it's just another hoax?
Yeah.
Give me a break, right? When the stock market was invented, would you have just been like, that's irrelevant? No, I think if you were into this kind of trading thing, or if you were into making capital, realize the potential of it, you would have wanted to get in as an early pioneer. Because look at where those companies are now, the ones that have stuck around for a long time. Right? Many of them are literally the largest companies in the world. You hear about like Apple is a $1 trillion company, and Tesla is $1 trillion company, and these are the biggest companies. They're not the biggest companies. They're not even close. When you stack up the amount of money that companies that have been around for many decades selling, cars, right, making $250 billion a year in the last year, right, in profit, like one car company, GM or whatever. Do you think that they don't have trillions of dollars in their books? They got a lot of money, right? They got a lot of money. It doesn't matter what they make in a particular year. It matters what they've done in their history and how they've grown and how they've impacted society. And the same thing is true for these trading companies who've been around for the successful ones. They make vast fortunes. They make unbelievable fortunes. And it's not an accident that they stick around for a long time and that they're successful for a long time. It's really not an accident.
It's like
what they're doing.
The iPhone and Bitcoin born same time.
Right. There you go.
Pretty crazy.
Hugely successful.
The fact there's not a built-in hardware wallet with the iPhone yet is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. Even though the iPhone comes with the white paper on it.
Yeah.
So does every other device.
Yeah. Pretty crazy, man.
Pretty crazy.
Is there a connection there?
And think about how much production and labor and effort goes into a phone device. What goes into making Bitcoin? Math. Pure math.
Pure maths.
Computer power. That's it. So if you want to talk about assets worth investing in, crypto is by far, in my opinion, a leader of the pack. And no, not every crypto is going to be great. And sure, most of them are garbage. And many of them are just, pump and dumps and whatever. But the real ones that are worth trading they're not going anywhere, and they're going to be around for a long time. And people for those platforms for a reason, and people are not fleeing the ship because some price action happened that dropped the price 20% or 70% or 80% in a year. Because look at the next year, it bounces right back and makes 100% move to the upside. So, oh no, it's still only half the price or a third of the price it was at the all-time high. So what? It's still 100% more than it was last year. Show me a traditional asset that's done that.
And we've got more third world trading hacks than any other Discord because we got the crypto warlord.
That's right.
I mean, we're talking
I mean,
5-gallon
if I can
bucket
make-
Wi-Fi towers. He's giving some info right now on how to use the cell phone.
I love it.
Yeah, man. And if I can win out here, everybody else can.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Woo! As they're talking,
Yeah.
I look over and read that and just start laughing. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Warlord. Nice.
I was not going to recommend that, but hey, you know, it might work.
Ah, man, dude, it works. Whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do. For sure. But there's nothing like having enough. There's never enough monitors. It's
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
The more information you can have readily available, the better. And see, most people come from traditional TA will be like, I don't need all that. That's paralysis by analysis. It's like, yeah, when you're using lagging information, hell yeah, you're just going to retard yourself. Duh. You're looking at all this information that's not leading you anywhere. You step into the poorhouse.
Now, that said, there is a maximum bandwidth most people's brains can handle. So, like, if you've got 20 screens up and you can't process it, okay, then don't use 20 screens. Use the number of screens you can actually use.
Or get Neuralink.
If you're getting enough information out of 2, 3, 4 screens, then that's what you should use. If you need 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever, go for it. But like, you don't have to overkill in the sense of don't try to shove more information into your brain than you can actually process. That's the key, right? So like I love looking at tons of information, but not everybody is an information hub, right? Okay. So there's plenty of people who like to keep their charts simple with the VEPS information and relatively simple. They use 5, 6, 7, 8 indicators, and that's enough for them on their chart. Maybe they'll have 2 charts like that, and that's good enough for them. I like having 10, 20 different charts up and different setups and different assets I'm looking at all the time. That's everybody has their own thing. But consume the information that you can while you're focused on the trading. Consume all the information you can, the VEPS information. Don't consume the news; it's garbage. Don't consume lagging information; it's garbage. Just consume the VEPS information and trade based on that. Yep. Everything else is just a waste of your time. Yeah, 100%. We show that every day. Every day, some news story comes out. Oh, this report's coming out. It's going to do this or that or the other thing. Guaranteed, we saw the move before it happened. Yeah. Guaranteed, we saw the move. Because every single time we do. Every single time we say the probabilities are this, that, or the other way. And it's always correct. Meaning the probabilities always play out. It's one way or the other. They always play out. Up or down, it doesn't matter. And we can make a wrong move when I might trade. Pull a wrong move. I could be on the wrong side of a trade. Guess what I do? Get the F out fast. And then I'm really glad. I'm really, really, really glad that I'm not stuck in a stupid trade thinking, oh, if I just hang on, it's right, because I know I'm right. Yeah, what if you're not right? You're going to lose more? How much more are you going to lose? How much more? Just rip the Band-Aid off and, lick that wound and wait for the next occurrence of opportunity, because it will occur. There is always an opportunity to exploit the inefficiencies of the market, especially in a volatile market where assets are not, quote unquote, mature, and there's a lot of volatility. There's just nonstop. In a 24-hour market on the young asset class, there is never a lack of opportunity of occurrence of opportunity. It doesn't happen. You can come Christmas morning and start trading when you think everybody else in the world isn't trading. Guess what? 80% of the market is still trading. You know why? Because those 80% are bots, and they don't sleep, and they don't care about holidays, and they don't care about weekends, and they don't care about resting. They just trade nonstop. Which brings me back to that story I mentioned earlier. be careful if you run boss, because if you don't, you can get in serious trouble.
Serious trouble.
Yep.
And you got 30 million in Bitcoin short liquidations.
Oh,
Look at that.
Just in 24
Beautiful.
hours.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's 12
And
hours.
all that pain, all that suffering from all those fools who were running lagging indicators, sure that the market was going to tank. And literally what we were saying all weekend was it's going to make a move probably come Monday or Tuesday. Well, here we are, Monday. It's made a move.
Yeah.
It did not go to the downside.
Boy,
And it was
Solana's
sure looking
set
like
up.
upside was tastier.
Solana throwing those wicks into the weekly range and then just took off 2 SD, 2 wicks right into the 2 SD. That's why people watching on TradingView, if you don't understand about the distribution models, dude, you need to figure it out. We're up against incredible forces that are using this information. So this is why we harp on it so much. This is why we harp on these volatility ranges and these distribution levels. The proof's in the pudding. We show it almost every freaking day how these things are respected and what the probabilities mean. So come learn. It's free. What the hell you got to lose? And that's a problem. Most people don't put value on anything that's free. Why don't you just come in and check it out? Right? There's a massive value in this. Why in the world we're doing all this for free? Who knows? We're good guys, I guess.
Yeah, right. Learn before you burn.
Yeah. There's just so many people I know that have been wrecked. It's insane.
Yep. And
Insane.
frankly, we're tired of seeing people getting wrecked, and that's why we do this.
Yes, 100%. So yeah, Solana, tight daily range above the weekly, freaking running. Tesla set up. Or Tesla. Solana set up. Yeah, crypto, man. Go crypto. Everything's going to be digital soon. Digital.
I mean, most of the fiat people use is digital.
Yeah, it already is.
On their debit cards, all that money in your bank account, it's digital. Do you literally have your hands on your stacks of cash? No. Your bank has it. Do you think they have cash? No. Right? They lend it out. That's their job. They lend out for every dollar you give them. They lend it out times.
Yeah. I mean, I went into Best Buy. My 32-inch Samsung monitors were probably 10 years old or something. So I got some new curved monitors. I went in to pay cash. I handed this kid cash, right? He like is just looking at it. I'm like, it's money. He's like, yeah. He goes, I don't know where to put it.
Right.
And I go, you got a cash drawer, right? And he's like, no, we don't have a cash drawer at this thing. So hey, here's the manager. Oh yeah, well, cash drawer, yeah. They don't even. It's just.
Yeah.
People don't know what to do with cash anymore.
Yep.
And it is kind of a pain in the ass, and it's dirty as hell.
Right.
And go test all the bills. There's probably cocaine on all of them. It's dirty money.
COVID.
Dirty money.
I can't say that word. Can you say COVID in 2020? I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. Our videos on YouTube so banned.
Cocaine.
COVID all day make a difference.
Yeah. We're just talking about that. It's just
COVID all day. And we probably might get more views just because people will be like, sure.
Yeah. And it's like, they're going to try this shit again. Try it. Go ahead. See how many people are going to follow your dumb rules this time. It's such a scam. Such a scam. Good luck with the masks, you tyrants. It's not going to fly this time, at least not in the States, I don't think. You're going to have your sheep running around with them on, just like they still are. There's still people out there that never took them off. They're riding around single in their own cars, windows up, masks on. It's like,
wow.
This is like there's so much stupidity. Well, everybody wants to, look, heavy metal in your system just crushes your brain. The heavy metals in the air, the water, the food. This isn't conspiracy theorists, right? This is a known fact. Everything that we're putting into our bodies, if you're not really careful. This is why I have my own home distiller. I distill my own water. I take my well water, I distill it, right? Because distilled water pulls heavy metals out of your body. Everybody's like, distilled water pulls all the minerals out. I'm super healthy. I've drank distilled water for almost a decade now. All right?
Yeah,
they're lying to you.
As long as you're eating a healthy diet and you got vitamins and minerals going in you, and distilled water is perfectly fine.
Distilled water pulls out bad minerals out of your body, i.e.
Exactly.
rock and salt and shit like that. Bad
Yeah.
minerals that are clogging up your entire system. It doesn't remove nice, good, healthy, live minerals, fruits, vegetables, right?
And again, even if it did, as long as you have a healthy, balanced diet, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. But you're going to be better than fine, really. You're going to be feeling much better.
In cilantro, I juice probably 4 or 5 days a week. Simple: carrot, apple, kale, cilantro. Cilantro pulls heavy metals out of the body. So, people, please, you can continue doing what you're doing. Just detox yourself, because you wonder why you're in a fog. That's why you're being poisoned. Unfortunately, this is the world we live in. It's crazy, man. It's like a freaking. It's right out of 1984. That book is was a literal. It's literally a documentary in book form in 1984. It's crazy, man. We live in the twilight. Brain dance. Yeah. I just want everybody to have good brain health. You're not going to do it if you're not detoxing. You got to detox. That's all you got to do. Nobody has to change anything. Look how much the body can take. Look at some of the shit people do. And you're just still kicking along. People living to 70 or 80, eating fast food their whole life. Finally, your body just gives out. It's a pretty incredible machine that we are inside of, right? It's like all you got to do is just detox every once in a while.
Yeah, there's some party goers that live for a very long time that I'm very, very surprised by. The human body is a very strong thing.
Yeah.
It depends on genetics a lot. Genetics and environment and everything else, right?
Yeah.
But if you keep your machine as well maintained as you can, well, then you get the most out of it that you can.
Yeah.
Right? And okay, for some people that's a shorter amount than for others. Yeah. But if you take care of it, it's going to go as long as it can, barring other unforeseen circumstances. Like it's like any machine. You want to keep it well running, you gotta
hydrate it.
Nice and cool.
Got to keep it hydrated. Exactly.
Would you run your car without ever changing the oil? No. Right? Would you run the HVAC machine in your house without ever cleaning it and making sure it's fine tuned and the parts aren't broken? No, you're going to replace broken parts. You're going to make sure it doesn't have leaks. You're going to make sure it's not shedding gas or whatever in the wrong places. You got to take care of your machinery.
If you eat 3 times a day, your body never stops digesting food. You are digesting food 24/7, 365 all the time. That's why now what's the new big rage? Because, oh boy, I feel better. Yeah, no shit. You think so? Intermittent fasting. I eat once a day. Probably about 3 or 4 o'clock. Right? I'll eat once a day. Then after about all that food digests, your body can repair itself. But when your body's digesting food, it's literally using about 80% of your body's energy to digest food. There's no energy to heal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. But people are just, and then you come to the United States, right? Go to one of the local malls. It's like it's literally like a barnyard full of animals. Big porky folks walking around. There's 100 people in line at the fast food restaurants in the food court, and everybody's just gorged and fucking.
They're eating processed foods so much, right?
Yeah, man.
So all these processed foods, all these saturated fats, all these processed oils and sugars and everything else, it's so bad. Your body cannot process it. And what does it have to do with trading? Well, if you're not healthy, it's really hard to trade. That's what we talk about this stuff, not just because it's fun and whatever, but it really is related to the whole lifestyle of whatever you do we have to trade. So, you got to take care of your machine if you want to be a good trader. Yep. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to have the energy you need to focus, to have the mental acuity and the fast fingers that you need to make the trades right. Yeah. You're just not. So, life lessons, deep thoughts from Alpha Trading.
Stay away from the enriched white flour, the hydrogenated oils, the refined sugars, all that shit. Eat healthy.
Damn right.
You take all that out of your diet, you'd be shocked immediately how you feel.
Yep.
Pretty damn
100%.
good. I mean, my sweetener, it's like stevia or monk fruit
I love that.
sweetener.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't spike you. But most
Yeah.
people are just sitting around eating freaking high fructose corn syrup. You know, do a test. You can get that shit. Squirt out some high fructose corn syrup, and then put out a pile of like real sugar. See what the ants go after. They'll go around the high fructose right to the real sugar.
Yeah. And you want to know something interesting?
It's crazy.
Ants, the sugar dust. So you get the cube, right? So you look at it, it looks like a grain of sand. It is the dust that comes off the sugar.
Right.
That dust suffocates ants. It kills them.
Mm.
Okay, that's why like a sugar mill doesn't really have that many problems with ants.
Mm.
The ant is one, it would prefer to try and risk its life trying to eat that sugar than it would the syrup. That's just tell you something.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. Well, we talking about Tesla getting wrecked. Let me go down here real quick. 265. Beep, 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 boop, 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 boop. And I saw earlier, so Tesla on the market open went down, tested the first support level on the weekly. Nvidia went to the second. Tesla to the first. Yeah, going to be interesting to see what happens here. Indeed. Look at the bond yields, man. They're freaking pulled back. What is the dollar doing right now? That's another good thing about this this Discord and the folks we've gathered. We don't talk just about trading. We talk about all kinds of things in life.
Yep.
There's got to be balance and everything. You can just sit around in front of the monitors all day. Like we always say, go touch grass. Am I touching grass today? Yeah. After I deal with insurance companies. Good God. I'm down a car. My gas miser. You don't really realize how much a big block Mopar sucks gas until you got to drive it every day as a daily. And you're like, Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Looking for a moped, huh?
Dude, when that throttle body opens up, you can just hear it. It's whistling. You can just hear it sucking fuel.
I'm sure that like, when you're running high speeds flat out, you will actually see that needle dropping. Like if you can hold it flat out for like 20, 30 seconds, you'll start to see that needle just 100%. Dropping slowly.
100%. I did like a 50 to 130 pull the other day, and I think it dropped like an eighth of a tank.
Wow. Dude.
I mean, you could literally see the gas gauge moving. It's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh, this is so much fun, but it hurts.
Yeah, and it's tuned to 93 octane, so I'm paying $4.50 a gallon for gas.
Oh, damn it. And it also just sucks it up faster.
Oh, you hammer it, you do one pull, and you're like, oh, there's one $9. I mean, it just sucks gallons of gas.
Gotta get back to trading.
Sucks gallons of gas like a fat girl on Diet Coke. No offense. More high fructose corn syrup. People are like, I'm going to drink Diet Coke. It's going to help. You're literally killing yourself.
Yeah.
I had a cousin came up to me one time at Christmas. This is years ago. She got black rings under her eyes, above her eyes. Massive, if you know anything about Chinese medicine, massive kidney failure going on because you're not hydrated. I was like, so how much water? Do you drink water? Oh, yeah. I was like, well, how much water do you drink a day? And she's like, oh, I don't know. I drink about a 12-pack of Diet Coke and I have coffee in the morning. I said, no, water. How much water do you drink? She goes, ooh, water's gross. I don't drink water. I was like, I just asked you how much water you drink. You said you drank a 12-pack of Diet Coke. Diet Coke's not water. And you wonder why you look the way you do? If you do not change your lifestyle, you're going to kill yourself. That is a kidney deficiency. Go to anybody out there practicing Chinese medicine. They're going to take one little look at you and be like, whoa, you need to detox. You need to start hydrating. You need to drink water.
Go to any nutritionist and they'll tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of medicine they're practicing, they're going to tell you that. You're drinking nothing but corn syrup all day.
Nice,
you're going to be in pretty bad health very quickly.
Nice. You got an old Viper? Yeah, brother. Yeah, fat girl on Diet Coke. Glad I brought you out of the woodwork with the joke. No, Tony Man's been in these chats almost every day. Yeah, man, there's nothing like freaking Mopar big blocks. Big block Hemis. I'm just starting with that thing. Once I've had enough fun with this thing's stock, yeah, I'm going to rebuild that mother trucker. Put all forged internals. Twin turbo system on it. Had a Viper. Nice. Had. Hopefully you didn't total it. Yeah, man, those Vipers. Yeah, but I've been looking into this Hellion. Hellion makes a twin turbo system. It's pretty radical, man. It's all up underneath. It's pretty cool. Just turns them into street sleepers, man. Be like, yeah, I'll race you. Look, man. It's not I don't have any boost at all. It's all up underneath. Then you hammer it and you hear those turbos whistle. Woo! Good shit.
That's like a trophy truck.
Yeah.
It's like trophy truck level stuff, isn't it? Twin turbos on what? 4 liter, 5 liters?
There's this one. No, where, are you talking about how much? Say that again. What'd you say?
If you were to fit that on your car, you could literally take that motor and put it into a trophy truck and it'll compete in the Baja quite easily.
Oh, 100%.
Like that conversion, like, is that the kind of performance level that they're running? I love trophy trucks as well.
No, they're sick, all right? And they're getting about 1,000 horsepower.
Okay.
Well, just take the whole thing is people are taking these twin turbo systems and throwing them on these stock, even on these stock Mustangs, these stock freaking Camaros, these stock freaking Mopars, and they're just blowing them. You can't run over like 4 or 5 pounds of boost on those stock motors. You got to put forged internals. Then there's this one guy, he's getting 30 pounds of boost. This twin turbo system's getting like 30 pounds of boost, and he's putting down like 950 horse to the wheels. But he took his through his 6.4 liter, the 392 Hemi, and he stroked it to a 426. So it's just sick. Oh my God, it sounds good. Straight piped. It's like you're at the racetrack. Good stuff. Yeah. All right. What's going on in the markets? Anything to speak of? SPY trying to run up to 444. It's going to get some. It's almost at the bottom of this daily range. Let's see if SPY can crack into this daily range. If it can, if SPY closes a candle inside this daily range, here's the bottom of the weekly. And at that point, you're probably going to send a wick into the top side of the 68.3. If you can close some 15-minute candles, preferably before this next hour close, before noon, you're definitely going to test probably the bottom of this monthly range again. And that's the ticker. What happens if SPY gets up to the bottom of the monthly? Because indeed, are the bears going to be waiting around these areas? For sure. But here's where they're really going to hammer price. So the bulls are going to have to come out of the woodwork. I mean, Dixie's pulling back. It's allowing this to happen, but I would like to see SPY close inside this monthly range going in tomorrow. If not, hey man, it's going to be pretty ugly probably. You might get some pushes up into there, but you're just giving these bears an opportunity to come out in full force, right? You got these big algos battling like this. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Because if one side gets any little inkling they're about ready to get trucked, don't think they won't flip, because they will. They will 100%. There's a reason why they make all the money. They're smart, right? And those bots are tricking the shit out of everybody else's bots. That's why when Yasha was talking earlier about you get in on these cheap bots and you're going to try to trade the markets. Oh, I'm a bot trader now. You are going to get wrecked. Be careful. You're better off trading. You doing the trading. Don't turn a bot loose out there with your money. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. Unless you got it set up to take profits immediately, just like the high frequency trading firm bots are, right? They're not getting in swing positions. They're freaking running the market around, taking profits at all these distribution levels, one after another. That's just the way it is. We're going to leave it at that too, because we're out of time. 10:59. Want to appreciate all the support in the Discord and at TradingView. We love you guys. We're here for you. The link to the Discord's in the description. We got a ton of free information to sift through. That's the thing. You can come in the Discord. There's no strings attached. You don't even have to speak out. You don't have to say a word. Request the free Volatility Starter Pack Open a support ticket. That's all you got to do. You'll get access to that. You'll have access to the server. You start sifting through the information. If you're smart, you will ask some questions. If not, it's all good. We have people that lay low forever and all of a sudden pop up one day. Hey, I want to get the indicator package now. They've been studying by themselves behind the scenes. Just like, guess who else did that? Most of us. We didn't have anything like this, man. We were out there by ourselves just going, Jesus, I know this is the way, but this is intense. I got to get this down. Right? And then we just start building our own indicators.
Sounds right to you, bro.
Yeah. It's like you get overwhelmed. But you guys have this to fall back on.
You got the Discord, you can ask tons of questions, and it's like you save you a lot of time. You do not have to discover the wheel. We've already discovered it. We can tell you a lot about it.
Yep. Yeah, any questions?
So there's no shame in asking questions. It's only helpful to you and everyone else that wants to know.
Yep, 100%. So yeah, once again, hit the link to the Discord in the description. Come join us. Open that support ticket. Get that free volatility starter pack. Start sifting through all the information. Get on your path towards volatility trading. Leave all that lagging information behind. Jump to the forefront with alpha trading. All that being said, wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. And pray you're not dealing with insurance companies today with your claims, because they're a nightmare. Peace. Bilbo needs a new car. Later.